Now at 6, Nate has been downgraded to a tropical depression after striking the Gulf Coast as a Category 1 hurricane. We have the latest on that storm damage. Plus, as Hurricane Maria relief continues, government officials travel to Puerto Rico to survey the damage. Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Maki. Thank you for joining us. Continuing our coverage, what was Hurricane Nate is now just a tropical depression. That storm quickly lost strength after making landfall in the U.S. Saturday, sparing the region from another devastating storm. Courtney Zubowski is in Gulfport, Mississippi with the latest. It was a dreary, overcast afternoon. Perfect weather, though, if you wanted to stay indoors, maybe catch a flick. You can see just how busy the parking lot is at this Roanoke movie theater. So, meteorologist Ian Cassette, I know we were just talking about this earlier, but you have been very busy in the Weather Center, right?
Yeah, we've been quiet for so long.
In Lynchburg, a man is behind bars arrested for a July murder. Authorities say this man, Kenneth Kelly Jr., is at the Blue Ridge Regional Jail. The case began here on Rivermont Avenue in Lynchburg July 2nd. Police say Phineas Neville was shot multiple times and later died at the hospital. The 28-year-old victim also went by the name Ebony Morgan. Now, in this case, Kelly is charged with second-degree murder. One person is dead after a motorcycle accident in Rockbridge County. State police say it happened around 1:30 on Route 56, just north of Lodge Trail. A motorcyclist, Paul Rosa from Pennsylvania, crossed the center line and hit a GMC SUV. Rosa was wearing a helmet but died on scene. The SUV driver was not hurt. New at 6, Hurricane Maria recovery continues, and government officials are taking trips to survey the damage themselves. WDBJ 7's Bianca Holman speaks with Senator Tim Kaine about the government's #1 priority after seeing that destruction firsthand. An update now on the white nationalists that returned to Charlottesville last night. The group held a torch-lit rally around 7:30 at Emancipation Park in downtown.
You will not replace us! You will not replace us! You will not replace us!
Richard Spencer, a leader of the alt-right, led 40 to 50 people who you can roughly see here in the rally. The marchers, you just heard them, they were chanting, "You will not replace us." Also, "We will be back." Police say no disorders occurred during the rally. Spencer and the group stayed for only about 10 minutes before leaving the city. But police also say they are talking with city leaders and the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office to determine what legal action might be taken in response to the event. Meanwhile, UVA has issued a statement regarding the white supremacist rally last night, saying, quote, "The University of Virginia strongly condemns the actions of Richard Spencer and the other racists and white supremacists who once again gathered in downtown Charlottesville on Saturday night. Their message of hate and bigotry and use of torches have one purpose: to further intimidate and divide our community." They go on to say, "These forces of hate are not welcome here, and their abhorrent behavior will not be tolerated. The university will continue to work aggressively with its law enforcement partners to enforce laws and regulations aimed at protecting members of our community." Vice President Mike Pence walked out today of an NFL game in his home state of Indiana after some players kneeled to protest racial inequality. That move follows a growing debate over NFL players demonstrating during the national anthem. Roxana Sabiri reports. Some Colts players also wore black T-shirts with the words "We will" on the front and "Stand for Equality, Justice, and Unity" written on the back. In Las Vegas, a special tribute was performed to mark the tragedy of the mass shooting there. Following a ceremony where Vice President Mike Pence joined residents in marking last weekend's massacre at the country music concert, doves were released outside Las Vegas City Hall. You see them there. The mass shooting left 58 people dead, more than 500 wounded. Saturday Night Live kicked off its latest episode with a powerful moment. Country singer Jason Aldean, he opened the show with a statement and then that Tom Petty cover. He was the musician on stage during that mass shooting in Las Vegas on Sunday. That shooting again killed more than 58, or at least 58 people. Well, you are watching your hometown station, WDBJ 7. Coming up after the break, it's Hasta Luego for the Latino Festival. We'll check in with the event before it closes down until next year. Plus, big news for JMU fans everywhere. We'll tell you what it is coming up next.
Plus,